Next, we're going to discuss about functions, and more specifically, the sum function. Functions can provide a quick and easy way to make calculations, especially long ones. Let's see an example. Our worksheet displays some electricity, telephone, and water bill amounts. Suppose we want to display the sum of these expenses in cell D10. As we've already mentioned, we have to start with equals and then type the cell references. We'll have to type D6 instead of 50 plus the next reference, D7, plus the next reference, D8. Then we press enter so that Excel displays the result, which is €160.
This is one way, but it's not fast enough, especially if we have lots of amounts to calculate. So let's see another example. We go to the next sheet. Our worksheet here displays the sales of January, February, March, April, etc. for the year 2019. Suppose we have to calculate the sum of January sales. There are too many cells to calculate, therefore we are going to need quite a lot of time just to type them. Not to mention we will certainly make mistakes during typing. Excel provides us with a faster way of summing. This faster way is called functions.
Specifically, the function that calculates the sum, which is the sum function. Let's go to the next worksheet called sales. It displays the sales of 3 companies for the next 4 months. In cell C7, we're going to use a function that calculates the sum of January sales. In this cell here, we'll have to type equals first, as we do when typing formulas, and then we type the name of the function, sum. Then, enclosed in parentheses, the cell references or the cell range from where the function will derive data. What we want to do is calculate the sum of January sales. Therefore, the cell values we're going to need are these ones, C3 up to C5. So up to is denoted by the colon mark. So until now we've typed equals sum C3 up to C5 enclosed in parentheses, and by pressing enter, Excel will return the result, which is 30. The formula bar here will also display the function we've just typed.
Let's look at another example. Suppose we want to calculate in this cell H3 the total sales for the company Della. So we come to this cell and we select it. Instead of typing the function, we can go to the Formulas tab and from the list of options Math and Trig, which means mathematical and trigonometric functions, we can select the sum function, which is down here. Excel automatically filled in the function name and opened a window as a guide for completing the function. This method is especially useful when learning functions because at the bottom of the window it contains a brief description of the function and attributes that we need to fill in. In our example, let me move this window a bit. In our example, in the position of the first field, we will enter the cell area we are interested in. We can either enter the cell area by typing it or by selecting it with our mouse and let Excel complete it. We select the cell area C3 up to F3. We see that it has been filled in automatically in the field as well as in the formula bar. We click on OK and Excel returns the result, which is 50.
So functions work like this. We type equals in the cell we want to display the sum, and then the name of the function. After that, the cell area from where Excel will derive data enclosed in parentheses. The cell area will always form a rectangle. In the case of January, it was this one. In the case of data sales, the cell range was this one.
If we wanted to calculate the sum of sales for all 3 months and for all 3 companies, we should have selected this cell area here, C3 up to F5.
So we have learned how to use our first function, the sum function.